So the next question comes from David via YouTube. Here's my question. You want to learn to snowboard. You have $750 max for a kit. What board, boots, and bindings do you buy? So first off, I would dump all my money into my boots.
Yes.
All my money.
That's
Number one would be my boots. I would make sure that they fit properly, that my feet are comfortable, everything like that. I don't care if I'm spending $150 or I'm spending $350. That money's going into it. After that, fuck it. I would just be like, if I couldn't afford a new board or, like Black Friday sales, Evo's got stuff marked down 60+% in some regards. I'd hunt around online. I'd find something in Craigslist, maybe 2 years old or something. I'd go to the ski swap, see what's good on
Go to
that.
the shop, buy an old demo.
Yeah, I'd talk to reps and be like, hey, if you're getting rid of a demo, do something like that. I mean, there's plenty of boards in that sub $400 price range that are absolutely amazing. Like, realistically, my boots are super expensive. Like, for what I ride, I would blow that $750. I would probably blow over $400 on just my boots, which really limits what I could buy for for board and binding.
Yeah.
But what I would do is I could probably pick up a 2-year-old set of K2, like Indies or something like that, for under $100, or even some missions or something from Burton.
Dude, even customs, freestyles, like Salmon Rhythms, like there's
something
plenty of stuff. Like bindings you can get away with. Bindings you can get away with super easy.
You can always find last year's marked down 50+%. But I'd probably snag like a DC Ply because it's a $300 board, and when it's on sale, you can sometimes find it for like $210.
Yeah.
And
you can find boards for cheap. You can get a craft, you could get a basic, you could get all those boards for cheap.
Yeah, Solomon Craft, yes, basic. If you know where to look, or even if you just do a little bit of research, you can do it and find what you want. But the boots would be the one where I would dump it. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, always invest in your footwear.
Yep.
Do that. After that, everything else. Like, I've had great days on really shitty boards that I shouldn't have.
Same.
Like,
for sure.
And just people being like, really, you're having a good day? And I was like, I'm making the most out of this thing.
Yeah.
And that's where I leave it.
And especially if you're starting out, you're not even going to know the difference between really good shit and really not good shit. You will notice a difference if your feet hurt.
Yeah, you'll be miserable.
You'll be miserable if your feet hurt, but you're not going to notice a difference between an entry-level binding and a high-end binding. You're not doing enough.
Yeah.
Same thing with the board. So as long as you don't go find something 25 years old that's got 12 millimeters of camber and they paid $50 for it, like, if that's all you literally can find, do it, because at least you're snowboarding. But you should be able to find something.
Yeah.
And at that point, anything budget friendly with the snowboard, as long as the retail is low enough, it's going to be a beginner board at that point, because that's what beginner boards are. They're cheap.
Yeah. So the other thing is you could always hop on REI for the garage sale and pick up some used demos from them. Some of them are like literally been out one time, if that. But one of the things I was noticing looking through Euro sites to figure out if I could find an affiliate for them, they have a lot of blems over there for some reason. Most of the time, it's a cosmetic top sheet problem.
Yep.
You'd be surprised you can get those for 50+% off. And if you're really apprehensive and it's on a website but they've got a phone number, call the phone number and just be like, hey, can someone just go down and visually inspect it and make sure it's not like a dimpled base or like an insert poking through or something?
Right. Yeah, as long as it's not like a physical issue. If it's just a visual issue, then whatever.
I mean, I used to get blems back in the day when I lived in New York and there was the Function Factory. We used to all get them. My brother's dyslexic and he used to do the base layups on stuff. And sometimes he'd put the graphic in backwards.
Yeah.
So if you ever had an old like Mark Morris set, type A, and the A on the bottom was actually up on the nose and reversed, that was because my brother put it together. Because he's dyslexic. So, yeah. Basically, invest in your boots and go from there.
Yep, invest in your boots. Figure out what you can from there.
I just said that, Kevin.
Hey, I feel like it needed to be said twice.